'Twas Christmas Eve night, and all through the house 2 kids were in bed, as were father and spouse, when suddenly up on the roof was a bump and a thump that made one of them jump. She jumped out of bed and crept down the stairs, where she saw what would give other children nightmares. In the small fireplace glowed a strange orange light, but there wasn't a fire in the fireplace that night. But this little one was not easily scared, so she hid out of sight, and she listened and stared. With a flash of bright light in a split-second span, there stood in the room a rather odd-looking man. He was dressed all in red, coat, trousers, and hat. With a bushy white beard, he was fat. The little one stared at the man with a frown, for she knew surely this was a thief coming down to steal all their gifts, rob their Christmas of fun, and she knew then and there something had to be done. So she woke up her sister from out of her sleep and told her about the fat-bearded creep. They snuck back downstairs as quiet as could be, where they saw the fat man by their tall Christmas tree. He stood with a sack full of presents and toys that they knew he had pilfered from other girls and boys. So they sprang into action, they'd no time to waste. Of his own medicine they'd give this thief a taste. They confronted the man, knowing just what to do, for they both had taken Taekwondo and Kung Fu. The fat thief immediately tried to explain. The girls were mistaken as to the reason he came. He had come not to steal, but give presents instead. But he just couldn't get through their 2 very thick heads. They were kids on a mission, but what neither one knew was this fat-bearded thief knew Kung Fu too. So a great fearsome battle was soon taking place. He was kicked in the knees, he was punched in the face. They assailed him with chops and with hard roundhouse kicks and bare-knuckled punches and big wooden sticks. The fat man fought bravely but was hardly a match for these 2 highly trained and paranoid brats. They quickly subdued him without use of a gun, and they tied him up tightly and called 911. And so the cops came to take him away, and they also impounded the deer and the sleigh. They brought him downtown just as quick as a wink, where he was printed and booked and tossed in the clink. And so, if your Christmas is empty this year, and you don't hear the sound of sleigh bells or reindeer, and you wake up to find no gifts with your name, I'll tell you, my friend, just who is to blame. The reason that Christmas refused to arrive was because of 2 little brats down on Carlisle Drive.